Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Sewing My Summer Wardrobe episode. This episode, the theme is rectangles. So I'm really excited about this. We are going to be making a really cute ruffle skirt out of this cotton that I got from Joann just years ago. And I got a lot of yards. I think I got, well, a lot. I think I got at least 2 yards. As you can see, it has a really cute little design on it. It is also pretty sheer, so I'm hoping that with the gathering, it will make it less sheer. But in any case, I can just wear like nude underwear with it. It's not a super big deal. But yeah, so there is a YouTuber. Her name is, I think, Lindsay. I need to look it up. Well, anyway, she made a video tutorial on how to make this skirt. And as it turns out, our measurements are basically the same. So I get to cheat and just copy her exact measurements. There's a lot of math involved in figuring out how to do your layers of the skirt, and I will definitely link her video down below if anybody is interested. It's not that intricate at all, but yeah, it's just equations with rectangles. I'm making this 3 tiers. The first tier is going to be 8.5 by 25 inches. The second tier, 10.5 by 35 inches. And the third tier, 19 by 49 inches. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get started. Okay, I've got probably about a yard left, which is perfect because I am planning on making a little tie top that will actually work perfect with this. If you missed the last episode, I am trying to make sets of clothes so that they can be kind of like a capsule wardrobe, things that I can mix and match and like put with different elements of the things that I make. So yeah, fingers crossed that'll be enough for the next thing that I want to do, which I think it will. So I've got 2 of each panel. I need to get my serger out because I would really much rather use my serger for finishing off the seams, just because there's going to be so many gathers and the serger just really makes it look so much neater. But I do need to thread it, and that is literally one of my biggest fears in this world, is threading my serger. Although this new serger that I have is really easy to thread comparatively. You guys, I'm so proud right now. I did it. And the tension looks perfect. The first step is going to be gathering the front half of the pieces together. So basically we're going to be doing a lot of basting stitches and pinning and sewing. And then once I have them all sewn on, like the gathers sewn onto the panel above it, I'm going to serge that seam just to keep it looking nice and tidy on the inside. I also wanted to mention that I made a pocket piece. It looks kind of small actually now that I'm looking at it, but I'm gonna serge this really quick just to get it all together. I have the shortest piece, which will be highest up on my waist, and I have the middle piece, and I'm going to be gathering this middle piece the same size as the top piece, and then I'm going to sew them together, and then we will do the same thing for the very bottom tier. Okay, we've got our 3 tiers sewn together. I need to do the back side now, which I will not make you guys sit through and watch another sequence of gathering, but I am loving the way that this is turning out. I think it's so cute. Okay, so we are officially done with all of the gathers, and now I also serged all of the seams. I serged the side seams separately. And I decided that I'm actually not going to add the pocket because this fabric is so sheer. I just don't want the pocket to be always showing, which I feel like it will. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. But now we just need to sew up the side seams. So we're gonna sew right here and then right here. And then we will work on the waist. Now that the skirt is done, we are going to move on to the top I had in mind, which is, I don't know if I've shared it, it's the Sarah Kirsten, what is it called? Morning Glory top. Yes, the Sarah Kirsten Morning Glory top. This is what it looks like. And it is also built with a series of rectangles. And I'm hoping that I can make the extended strap version because I want it to be like a wrap top rather than just like a tie. So we're going to be using 3 measurements. I am going to go do those measurements. This pattern also includes a measurement worksheet so that you can have it in here for future references if you ever make this again. So that's really helpful. So since it was raining like all night, it is really dark and my house is like a cave when it is not super sunny. So apologies for the artificial lighting. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Okay, so length from top of the shoulder to the hip. That plus 1 is 22.5. W, circumference of the bust plus 11 inches. I don't think I would ever wear like a real bra with this, so I'm just gonna wear like what I'm currently wearing to measure this. This is the Happiness Runs tank from Free People. I have it in a bunch of colors. I really love it, by the way. It's super comfortable. So it kind of compresses a little bit, but not a ton. I don't know, just be mindful of what bra you're wearing when you take these measurements, because that could indicate, you know, how this goes for you. 36.5 plus 11. Okay, and lastly, the circumference of the bicep by the armpit plus 6. We're going to cut one piece with length and width. So that is the hip measurement and the bust measurement. Okay, so I need to cut one piece that is 22.5 by 23 3/4. I thought that 1 yard would be enough, but this looks like it's gonna fit properly. I was hoping that it would be a little big so that I could shorten it, but I think it is actually just the right size. Obviously, it's my measurements, right? We have to lay the folded piece on top of 2 layers of fabric, line up the shirt with the bottom edge. Okay, this is all I'm working with here. I've got this. Not looking good. Okay, you guys, apologies for the camera change. I ran out of memory on my memory card and now I'm switching the files over to my computer and it's gonna take like 45 minutes. Absolutely insane. So I'm gonna trudge on, but I wanted to show you that I think I figured out a way to make this work. I actually, where's the piece that I just cut? I figured out that if I cut them individually, I will probably have enough fabric to make this work. However, I need to find the other piece before I can confirm that. And I think I officially am not going to be able to do the extra long ties. So that kind of stinks, but that's okay. I can make that version another time with more fabric. This is like truly such a, like, I forgot that I brought it over to my sewing area because I was going to iron it so that it would be easier to trace it. Because yeah, I'm going to trace it onto, I think my iron has gone cold because it's been sitting here for so long. Yeah, it has. Anyway, long story short, I think I'm gonna have enough fabric. So when it comes time to actually sewing, I will meet up with you then. A few hours and a podcast recording later, we are back. And I have all of the pieces ready to go. I was able to get all of my pieces out of the fabric. This is all I have left. So there's not a ton, but I might see if I can make the ties happen. We're gonna see. I'm gonna sew it up first and then maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I also created a little pattern so that I don't have to do those measurements and like make it next time I want to make this. So I have this like really big roll of paper that it's actually used for photography and videography, but I have not used it in like forever and it's just this huge roll of paper. So I decided to cut into it for my pattern piece so that I wouldn't have to tape together a bunch of pieces of printer paper. It's just the problem now is that it's a roll. But anyway, next time I want to make it, I will have this. Oh, I did not even have this ready. If I didn't have all of the delays with the memory card, I could have had this done like from cut to completed garment in like an hour. It's literally just 3 pieces, shoulder seam, side seam, bottom hem, and then hem the neckline. Like that's it. It's so simple. Okay, so as I mentioned, I did do the hemming on this and also the neckline. I didn't add in a tag. I always forget to add in the tag, but I pinned the shoulder seams. So we're gonna sew up the shoulder seams and then the side seams. I'm also gonna be using my serger for this since it's out and it's threaded and it's ready to go. Now that I have it like threaded, I think that I'm gonna use it again. I was just so intimidated to thread it again, but we have it ready to go. You might as well use it, right? And if you can believe it, after about 6 minutes of sewing, I am ready for a fit check. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it already. Ooh, and you know what? I don't think that I would really have to add all that much fabric to get a good like cross for a wrap top. This fabric is so pretty as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where can I freaking, I'm gonna hook this onto my glasses because I need to be able to utilize my body for this. Now it feels like it's a little, oh, I see where I'm, okay. See, this shirt is supposed to be just a tie front. That's why I was feeling weird. And you know what? I kind of like it just as a tie front. And it's also reversible. So people will wear it also like this. And to me, I don't know. In the pictures that I saw of this shirt, I liked this vibe more, like with the open back, but I don't necessarily love this vibe in the front because it looks like I'm wearing a shirt backwards, which I am. But I think that's just kind of the boxy nature of it all. I don't know. This fabric also is so beautiful. I love it so much. Do I have it on? Oh my gosh. I sewed this side with that and this side the right way. I have to do some unpicking. No. See, I get too confident. I get too confident in how quickly I can do things, and then I make silly mistakes like that. That's frustrating. Okay, so here's how far we are from it touching. Honestly, I feel like if I add like just a little bit more, it would be able to, yeah, that's how they're doing it, because down here, you can't wrap it that tight, but if you pull it up a little bit and you kind of scrunch this, you can. That's how they do it. Okay, I think I like that vibe. I'm gonna unpick and then I'm going to see about adding on to the ends of this. I'll show you how I do it. I have made a pattern piece. It's this triangle. I will definitely have enough fabric to make another one, but I would like to cut it on the bias, kind of like how the first one is, but I don't think there's enough in this piece. Is there? No. Okay. We're gonna have to cut it on with this piece. I'm gonna try to cut it a little bit at an angle so it has a little bit more stretch, maybe. Okay, it turned out exactly how I would have wanted it to. So now I'm just going to take it to the serger. I'm going to serge the whole bottom. I'm going to serge all of this and then the arm sleeves. And then I'm going to just roll it once all around and do a hem. So yeah, since I have my serger out, I don't need to do like a double rolled hem technically. And it's just a lot easier and faster. So let's do that. So that is a wrap on Sewing My Summer Wardrobe Part 3. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the process of these two very simple makes that really just started off as squares and rectangles, some gathering and a couple of cutouts and angles. We have a really cute outfit that works really well with many of my other items. I actually am going to bring out my tank that I made in episode 2 and then the pomoda pants that I made in episode 1. I can just see this little capsule wardrobe coming together and I'm really excited about it. So stay tuned for episode 4. I have something really fun planned because we have not made a dress yet and I feel like that is a sin. So if you are working on your summer wardrobe or just looking for more fun things to add to your wardrobe, definitely check out episode 4 coming soon. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.